I'm slowly making my way through the alphabet, telling you my favorite movie from a specific letter, and today we have S, so I don't want to waste any more time because there are a lot of heavy hitters. Let's go! The first S title that I want to show you is one of my favorites, starting with a biggie, The Shank Redemption. It's a damn near perfect movie. I have not heard a single person not like this movie. It's not my favorite because there are so many to choose from in this letter. We have The Shining, a certified classic, one of Kubrick's best. Jack Nicholson in this movie is sheer terror. I love this movie so much I have the "Here's Johnny" on my frickin' wall. This movie becomes better every time I see it. We have Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's my favorite Edgar Wright film. The fast-paced ferocity, the way that it's shot is amazing. The cast is great. The video game references are so fun to point out. And if you haven't seen the spin-off series Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, I highly recommend it. It uses this manga-style art style. It's on Netflix. Check it out. And while Scott Pilgrim might be my favorite Edgar Wright film, I still gotta shout out Shaun of the Dead, too. I love when a movie can blend humor and horror, and this movie does that in spades. But if you want to go with pure horror, I remember seeing this movie in theaters and it scaring the ever-loving crap out of me, and that is The Strangers. Because I felt like this could actually happen in real life. That's the scariest horror of them all. They're making a new trilogy of these movies too. God, I hope they're good. Just to rapid fire through some of these titles, we also have M. Night Shyamalan's best movie. I just watched True Detective North Country and made me really want to rewatch this classic. And of course, I could just bring up the entire Scream franchise. But Scream 2 is my favorite in the franchise. We also have South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut, which has been hilarious to me ever since I was like 15 years old. I know that there are a plethora of biopics to choose from, but Straight Outta Compton might be one of my all-time favorites. I also love the whole Saw franchise. 1 through 6 has some of the best storytelling I've ever seen in a horror movie franchise. Game over, boy! I always have an absolute blast anytime I put on Speed. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is probably my favorite superhero movie of all time. But back in the day when this movie came out, sheesh, it was all anybody was talking about. My second favorite S movie would probably have to be Seven. This movie is so dark and grimy and amazing and phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Go watch it now. But for my favorite S movie, I'm going with another Fincher, one of my favorite movies of all time, The Social Network. This movie makes coding so exciting and thrilling to watch. Fincher's work is phenomenal. Aaron Sorkin does a great job on the script. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross give an awesome score to this movie as well. And they were also able to do that magical capturing of a moment. The early aughts is phenomenally represented in this movie. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what you're doing. It's phenomenal. There's talks that there's going to be a sequel, maybe even in the works, with Fincher and Sorkin coming back. I would die. I would absolutely love to see that. Tomorrow, there will be my favorite T movie. There's a lot of those to choose from too, so stay tuned. Till next time, bye-bye!